Good evening and welcome to tonight's race. We're going to be racing tonight with ASR. This is race number 5. We are at Atlanta Speedway and we're going to be racing the Xfinity cars. Let's go over the format real fast before we jump back into the action right there. I am running a little late. Sorry about that, guys. Got held up in traffic. So they already did their 10-minute qualifying. They have 163 laps. Stages are going to be 41, 41, and 81. And a little bit of info about the track. Host is Travis Manning. Broadcasting is done by Death by Media, and commentation is done by me, Randall Alvarez. Now back to the action. Here we go. let's go ahead and jump in. Looks like Carl Handwerk is up in the front right now. He is running with the main pack. Let's go ahead and focus in on him real fast. And there we go. Looks like we have a caution out. Alright, let's just go ahead and go through line real fast, take a look at all the cars that are in tonight. Alright, so we have in first pole right now, P1, we have Carl Handwerk. Second, we have Justin. Third P, we have Michael Campbell. 4P, we have Andy Bittner. 5th P, Casey Drake. Let's go ahead and drop down the next ticker so you guys can see a little more what's going on. Kevin Foster running in 6P. We have in the 44 Terry Condas. And the number 9, we have Paul Owen. Jake Saliva. And the number 54. Thanks for coming in, Jake Sylvia. And the number 3, we have Austin Derbyshire. Number 33, we have Jonathan Platt. Oh, hold on. Everyone is getting moved around real fast. I'll wait for these guys to move forward before I have to jump through. We'll start with back to pack. We have Noah Allison in the 37. We have Kevin in the number 15. James Healy, he's going for a pit right now, running that amazing Miller Genuine Draft. We have Malachi Drake, and the one, the only McDonald's is going to make you feel good today. Oh, my favorite tonight, Bill Harkins in the Looney Tunes. Back to Paulo and doing a quick burnout. Robin Ely in the Xlana. And Eric Heater right here, looks like he's got some front end damage. And I believe, oh, here we go. Anthony, number 10, that Haas machine. And I believe I got everyone. Oh, nope, might have missed number 77 right here. We got Derek. And one more person in the beautiful Mobile 1, we have the number 14, Jeffrey. Alrighty, that is the field out today. We have a total of 23 drivers. Rob Gotti seems to be out of it right now. So 22 on the track, 23 completely registered for this race. For all four of you that tuned in and just held tight, thank you for doing that. Sorry I was late. Once again, you know, I got held up with traffic and life hits sometimes and you can't make it on time. But I do my best. All right, looks like we should be having that caution going off real soon. And there we go. Oh, nope, pace car's still out there. All right, looks like they're going to be doing another lap. Let me go ahead and pull someone in and see if we can give them ask them some questions, see what's going on. Let's pull in Mike Campbell. Hey, Mike, this is Booth. You copy?
What's up?
Hey, so how you feeling tonight? You had a good run last night. Do you think you're going to have the same run tonight?
Car's good. I just got to kind of focus on this restart and see what's going on with some of these people who may have stayed out, kind of stay out of trouble, no fast repairs, so it's kind of a little more tense of an environment.
Most definitely. All right, man. Well, best of luck to you, and I believe pace car should be dropping off real soon.
Sounds good. Thank you.
No problem. All right, that's Michael Campbell he was, or sorry, Mike Campbell, he was racing in the Coursers last night and pulled in a W, and hopefully he's able to pull up today. You can see him racing the number 24. He is currently in P8 right now. Oh, sorry, take that back. Oh yeah, P8, number 24. All right, let's go ahead and jump into Justin's number 11's car so we can see this restart from the ground. All right, we're green, lap 40. They have 1 lap to go before the next caution. This is going to be a fast one. These guys are going to be putting together. Once again, you did hear him say there are going to be no faster pairs. So these guys, oh my gosh, look at that, 3 wide around the corner, slipping through. Carl pushing up. Oh, 45, almost going to the rear end of that flex tape. Flex tape is not going to fix that type of damage. And there we go. Oh, being stonewalled at the bottom. Oh my gosh, almost 4 wide around the corner. These guys just want to get that pole real fast. And there we go, the 47 getting pitted a little bit. And let's go ahead and see that one more time with the instant replay. Oh, take that back. We do not have a caution. It is still green. Let's just keep going with the action. Yeah, it looks like we had a little bit of contact with the 13, and I believe that was, I want to say the 45 or the 44. I want to say it's the 45. 44 looks a little farther back. All right, that action right there just spread it out this field a little bit. Looks like they're going to go ahead and skip stage 1 since they did have a caution before it. Let's back out and take a wider look at the field right now since these guys are seemingly fire themselves. All right, you can see the front pack right now. Carl really running for it. We have the number 11 and 4, and pretty much, you know, 4 guys trying to catch up to each other, but really not going anywhere. Running down to the backpack. Looks like we're gonna have some action with the 13. He lost a lot of headway there. You know, we got 2 McDonald's machines out there. These guys need to work their way back up. Looks like we have a little bit of blinking out there with, I want to say, that was the number 10 or the 70. It kind of disappeared from my sight. Oh. All right, back to the action. Let's go jump into the front. And there's cautions out. All right, let's go ahead and check into the leader pack, see how he's feeling out today. That would be Carl Handwork. Hey, Carl, this is Booth. The copy?
I got you. What's up, man?
Hey, man. How you feeling about the front pack right now?
It's actually feeling pretty good. I mean, in practice and qualifying, it felt like it was a little tight, and I was a little worried. But I feel like I can get the car down to the bottom right now, and it seems like it's sticking pretty well. So I'm kind of happy the way we're at right now.
Yeah, you're looking pretty good out there. You're definitely able to pull away from the pack from that front push, and that really scared everyone. These guys were almost doing 4 wide around that to the finish. Now, was stage 1 moved up to a different time? Because I believe stage 1 was supposed to be 41 laps. Is there a reason why it, I guess, looks like it stopped at 46?
No, it was supposed to be 41, but for some reason the admin rights are a little messed up for the race for some reason, so I couldn't throw a caution. I think everybody was waiting for me to. But yeah, it should have been 41.
Okay. Are we gonna expect any changes right now with any other cautions, or what do you think?
No, it should be on schedule. I think it's just they were waiting for an admin to throw it, and their admin rights were just messed up. So it should be fine going forward. So the next one will be on 82.
All right, cool. Well, good luck, man. Sorry I was a little late, but better late than never.
Exactly. Best things are worth waiting. So there you go.
That's what they say, right? All right, man. Best of luck to you.
All right, thanks, buddy.
All right, that's Carl Handwork in the number 18. Looks like we have... Looks like we have a couple guys that are down some laps. They're going to need some wave buys. Kevin Foster running in 3P right now. Let's go ahead and pull in Bill Harkin and tell him how much I like his Looney Tunes. Hey Bill, this is Booth. You copy? Hey Bill, this is Booth. Copy?
Yeah, I got you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. Hey, I just wanted to do a quick shout out to your Looney Tunes theme. I think it's really awesome.
It's kind of fitting sometimes, actually.
Oh yes, yes it is. All right, man. Looks like you're in P14 right now. Do you feel like you can make it up the track right now, the way everything's going?
Well, I've been kind of laying back, but I'm also using my tires up a little bit more than I want to. I'm getting loose, and I've had to save it a couple times, so I'm gonna have to change my style a little bit to make it last longer.
Okay. Well, let's say you do the second stage. Best of luck out to you there, man.
10-4, thanks.
No problem. You're in Haas, right? Yep, there we go.
Yes.
All right, there you have it. Bill says running a little loose right there. And those guys are getting their lucky dog wave buys. So with these guys running a little bit loose on their tires, I'm assuming I don't have a read on how many cautions are right now. I'll probably have to ask later if these guys have had more and have time to pit. It looks like everyone had a chance to grab some tires. All right, looks like we're going to be going neck and neck tonight. Kevin Foster and Carl Handwork. Hopefully Kevin gives Carl a run for his money. I want to see some action on the front pack, and these two definitely know how to bring it. And there we go, pace car's off. Let's jump into Kevin's car real fast. There we go, taking the high line. He's got the 45 cutting on the inside. Kevin's still, you can hear his tires getting a little worn out there. It looks like the 45's a little jiggly. His back end's rocking. He might still be going loose. That is a little worrisome there around this course. Oh, there we go. Yep, he's hitting his brakes. He's having some trouble keeping it tight. You can see his front end just moving, and same thing with Foster's. They're almost skipping around these corners a little bit. This track's a little rough, and if their tires are are not really sticking too well, the back end's just gonna kick out on them. And you just saw right there a dive for number 11. 45 still hugging that inside. Foster losing position to Campbell right now, the number 24. Looks like we have the number 11 looking for a pass on the inside of Foster. Can he make it? Yep, he's going to go ahead and take that spot. That's going to push that's going to push Foster on the outside a little bit. That might give Terry the position he needs to get up behind him. Looks like Foster's having a hard time just holding in the line. Like I said, it looks like his car was shaking a lot, so he just might be having a hard time keeping traction and doesn't want to push it around these corners and fight with these guys. It's better to play it safe than sorry. All right, 2 wide, 24. Michael cutting back on the inside line, having the number 11 take him on. Now, these guys are driving a lot different. You know, they don't have any faster tires. They can get body damage fixed, but they can't get a new car. So, you know, you're stuck with what you got. You need to play safe. You need to use your, you need to check right, check left, listen to your spotter, and really be there. Because if you're not paying attention, you're not all there. You're going to cause some problems for a lot of people, and that's not going to go over well. All right, let's jump to the backpack, checking with Bill right now. Let's see how he's been handling himself. There we go, number 41, Bill Harkins. Coming around the front stretch. Don't mind that building just covering all the action. And we have a caution. Looks like the number 40, James Healy. Let's see if we can get that caution up. Just hold on with me for a second. And this is going to be our carnage report. Let's see if I can get that. All right, here we go. As you can see, number 44, Terry Condis is going to be coming out to the high side, and his back end. Oh, nope, looks like we have some contact with number 3, turning him right there. Luckily, that wasn't too bad. He was able to correct himself, but that is definitely what happened out there. And that was your carnage report of tonight. Let's go back to the live action. Whoops, sorry about that. And we have everyone pitting still under the caution. Let's go ahead and talk to number 44, see how it feels about that. Hey, Terry, this is Booth. You copy?
Yes, sir.
Hey, man, just watch that replay of the caution. How do you feel about him, number 3, coming up behind you and turning you like that?
Did he turn me? I'm not sure.
From what I saw, he came into your rear end, and your back end slipped out real fast. So it looks like a turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna go actually back and review it because I got a black flag for that because I called out that I might have caused it.
Mm-hmm.
So I will have to go back and look at that, but I wasn't sure if I came down, so I do know he came into my inside, and I'm not sure if I came down or he came up.
Oh, okay. Yeah, from my side, it seemed like you were holding pretty straight, but you guys just came in and met each other, so maybe it's just, someone didn't tap their brakes or something like that. He thought he had some space.
Maybe. I'm not 100% sure on exactly what happened. All I know is it kicked out on me.
Yeah.
I only
Good
had
recovery,
a
though.
little bit of damage. Yeah, I only got a little bit of damage off it, so I'm happy about that. I do not know what my penalty is. I'm pretty sure it's going to be a green flag penalty.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So
Well, best of luck to you, and hopefully it goes in your favor.
yeah, 10-4.
You got
Thank
it.
you.
All right, there you heard it. Terry, thinking that he might have caused it, that he came down into him. From my side, it looked like he might have, number 3 might have come up into him, but, you know, you never know. They're going to have to review it and go over it, but he definitely got turned. He definitely got turned either way. If either he came down and turned himself, or, you know, number 3 came up into him. But, you know, good recovery, didn't get too much damage, and hopefully it goes in his favor. All right, looks like we have one more lap before the caution comes out. Let me go ahead and kick on some music, and I'll be right back. And there we go. Pace car's off, green flag out. Carl making a run for it. Followed behind with number 44. Well, let's back up to Kevin Foster real fast. Kevin and Jonathan Platt going toe to toe, too wide around the corner. Still holding too wide. This is going to get real tough for them. Looks like we almost in close contact between the 45 and 11. You can see Campbell right there looking for an opening, what to do with his car. He's going to go ahead and tuck him behind him. He did see probably a middle ground, but he's got to be careful with that. And you see Carl still making some headway. Looks like number 45 wants to catch up to him. Oh, looks like we have some good pack action back here. Let's go ahead and jump into that. You can see number Bill Harkins, 41 next to the... Oh, back and kicking out on number 9. Good example of what's been going on this race. And looks like Paul's going to go ahead and drop behind him. Be careful with that. We have a neck and neck with Bill and the number 13. Number 13 being Casey Drake. And there he goes. Bill making his move, getting up in the front. That's going to be... Came a little hot in there. That's okay. He's going to just scrub off some speed. Play some good defense. Hold that front line. Now he's got to go after Jake Sylvia. And 13 sucking up right behind him. Not wanting to give up that position. Getting close. Almost coming up to the high line with him. This guy just needs to keep it nice and smooth. And there we go. 13 making his pass. Bill not wanting to give that up. Dropping down on the inside line and then going for another pass. Let's see if he can finish it off. These guys are going to go too wide around the corner. Bill coming up high into the 13. And he's able to recover it. Good job, Bill. All right, looks like Jonathan Platt dropped behind Kevin Foster. Kevin able to pull away from him. Campbell still looking for that opening. Still hasn't found it just yet. We have the number 11, 45 going neck and neck. And Carl pulling even a farther lead right now. He's pulling a 0.7 second lead and holding strong. There we go, 11 trying to push in the underside. Justin, can he make that move? He wants it, but I don't know if he's going to be able to finish him off around this corner. Too wide, neck and neck. Looks like 45 is going to pull out a little bit, but off this exit, that should give the 11 some more speed. And he's going to, yeah, still not able to make it around him. You can just, yeah, let's hop into his cockpit. You can see what's going on right now. He's hugging in real tight. He wants to keep as much speed as he can go with. And he's going to set up that little bit of a draft, and he's going to just try and cut in. And I think that's where he just made a mistake. He stayed up too high right when the 45 just pulled away from him. He's going to try and suck up into him again, but the 45 dropped too soon, and he didn't stay right behind him. All right, sorry about that. Looks like we had a small disconnect with the OBS studio. We should be back in live right now. Carl Handwerk still holding in strong in first place. Looks like the pack is starting to spread out a little bit. Let's see if we can zoom out and see what we can find for some action. Back to the front. Yeah, looks like we're going to see most of the main action between the front pack right now. And that's going to be... Oh, looks like we have a caution. Let's see if we can catch that. All right, and I found where that caution is lying. Let's go ahead and get it going. See right here, the 42, Eric Heater. And on the inside, 47, hitting him in the back and giving him a little kiss and just turning him sideways. And that's going to go ahead and put him into the wall. That's a bummer. Hopefully they catch up. That number 47 is Austin. All right, let's get back to the action. And that was your Carnage Report. All right, we're going to go ahead and let this caution wear off. Why doesn't everyone, you know, take a second, go grab some to eat, use the restroom, do what you got to do before the action is back? All right, and the pace car is off. Here we go. Green flag, Carl running from the front end. Looks like 45-24. John the Button, number 33, having a little bit of issue there. It looks like he's kind of swerving a bit, trying to find his line. 43 coming out of the pits right now. Oh, looks like we have some toe-to-toe action between... Whoa, we're coming a little high right there. Let's go ahead and go to that back end. 47 still having some issues. And let's jump into number 4, Kevin Foster, so we can get a view of what's going on in that front pack. Here we go. So you can see right now he's behind Jonathan Platt, number 33, and then in front of him he's got number 11 and 24, Michael Campbell. And these guys are really close to Carl right now. They do not want to let him get away. These guys need to work together. Start drafting off each other. Start pushing yourself up. Don't let Carl get away from the pack. You know he's gonna. We know that he can put a 0.7 second to a 1 second lead in front of you guys. These guys need to work together on this and reel Carl back into the pack if they want to stay with the fight. Oh, looks like 24 is almost sideways. Oh my gosh. We're gonna have to bring him and ask about that. That was lap 78. He needs to be a little careful. He goes sideways, he'll clip out that number 11. Looks like we have another caution Let's go back to our carnage report and see what happened. And now for the carnage report. Let's see what we can see out there. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and play it from right here. You can see right now we have the number 54 coming up right now, I believe. Then we have the number 14 is gonna go ahead and come in and rear end him. Boom, and there he goes. He's going sideways. He is gone. Luckily, he is not clipped by anyone, and he's still in the race. Once again, thank you for watching the Carnage Report. All right, let's go ahead and bring in Campbell. I want to talk to him about his back end coming out. I'm on that second lap. I'm going to go ahead and ride in with Campbell right now while we bring him in. Hey, Mike, this is Booth. You copy?
What's up?
Hey, quick question. On lap 78, pretty much right before the caution, I saw your back end slide out. Did you feel that?
I sure did.
Did you grab new tires, or is this just, you know, you're running on worn ones right now?
I'm running on new tires, but the car just got loose, and I clipped the apron racing with the 11, so I kind of just, it's not a bat I need to have right now, so I kind of just let him have it on the
Yeah.
after that.
Yeah, I saw you back off a little bit. Do you think you're just coming in too hot on that one? Your tires kicked out?
I mean, everyone's battling for the stage points, and this is a really tricky situation we're in now, so, I mean, it's just you're battling for position, that's all it is.
Yeah, I feel you out there. Well, best of luck to you, man, and keep her straight.
I'm trying to.
And I just blanked on where I pulled you from. I pulled you from Hendrick. Oh yeah, you're right here.
Thank you.
I'll put you back. All right, there you have it. His back end slipping out on him, not wanting to risk it, go ahead and giving the number 11 position, but he does have to battle for stage points right now. This is 82. They're probably finishing with those stage points, what they have right now. He's still P4. That is doing good for him. He's got right behind him Jonathan Platt, number 33, and in P6 we have Kevin Foster. Thanks for popping in tonight, Barry. Barry, do you think Carl's going to be able to hold P1 this whole race? He's done it for 2 stages. He's got 80 laps to go. Do you think he can hold P1? I think he can. He's been doing a solid job, and if he times his tires right, and he's not hurting on fuel, I think he'll be able to do it. All right, everyone's piling up, getting in for that checker to get worn off. Oh, sorry, checkered. That yellow flag get worn off. Let's go ahead in the number 11 and watch this launch. You can feel the tension between these cars as they get ready for that pace car to come off. And there we go, pace car's off. Now just waiting on Carl to launch it. Whoa! Looks like we just had a Carl pulling off to the side. I do not know what happened. Let's go ahead and go to the report for that. That was, I think he just got rear-ended by the number 11. All right, and this is the Carnage report. Let's go ahead and tune in and see what we see. Carl on that front end, and he just pulls it. Oh man, taking out the 45. That is definitely something. I wonder what happened there, if he just accelerated too hard or if he just lost it on the back end. That is real tough. And that is your Carnage report. Alright, looks like number 11 is going in for a pit. Definitely having some stuff going on now. People holding you off on pit entries. I wonder what's going on out there. Well, I think I just gave Carl the broadcaster curse. Oh man, don't kill me now. All right, let's go ahead and bring in Foster there. He was definitely behind. You could see a little bit what happened. Let's you know, let's go to wait for the guys to get out of pit, and then we'll talk to them and see how they feel about the race. Hey Kevin, this is Booth. You copy? Hey man, see you sitting in PA right now. You've been kind of riding back and forth. Looks like you're actually moving up in position. How do you feel now that Carl's out of that front running? That your chances of pulling up to the front pack and really pushing through on these guys?
Well, yeah, I'm just sitting back here riding around. And we got we're halfway through the race now, so it's gonna get interesting. I've been up here in the top 5 all night, so
yeah, I've been seeing that.
Yeah.
So you've been doing a good job staying with the pack. Now that Carl's gone, it looks like you don't really have too much to worry about in the sense of really running through these guys. Looks like you have Austin Darby, who's been running in the back, Jonathan Platt, Jeffrey Meyer, Derek. So these guys have all been kind of mid to backpack. So you're in the front to really take it. You and Michael.
Yeah, I think that if I keep my nose clean, that I think it should be a shootout between me and probably Platt, because we all two has been up here all day. So
oh yeah,
if I can just get around Platt and get around the 3, and hopefully just drive away from the field.
Well, best of luck to you, man, and good luck out there.
All right, buddy. Thank you very much.
No problem.
Check back in later.
You got it. I'll move you back there.
All right.
There you have it. Kevin Foster feeling a little confident right now. He knows that he's got to get around the 3. He's got to go ahead and get around the 33. and then he should have a clear field. You know, Derek and Jeffrey have been racing mid to backpack right now, so you know, let's see if they can play some defense. If these guys can keep up and hold off Kevin and Jonathan Platt and Campbell, you know, they're gonna be doing real well. So let's see what happens. You know, anything can happen out here. Now, I'm going to make the assumption that Carl probably stepped on the gas a little too hard there and his back and kicked out on him. Hopefully we don't see that from the number 77, but we'll find out in a second. Everyone's piling back up. This is what we want to see. Getting ready for some action. Foster only 3 cars ahead of him for first place. I think Michael Campbell's in a good running. He's been playing it safe. We got Bill. You can see him right there, number 41, Looney Tunes machine. He's definitely pushing through. He's been making his way slowly up the field. He's got Terry Condas right behind him, and Jake Sylvia too. So these guys are all tough competitors, and they're working their way up the field. Let's see what happens on this relaunch. Now, the number 77 is having some net coding issues. You can see him kind of disappearing and reappearing. That might cause a problem for these guys if they're trying to get around him. Hopefully, off the start, he doesn't net code, and this is just a solid run. But these guys want to be very careful. All right, and there we go. Pace car's off. Green flag's going to be coming out. And there's the launch. 77 having a slower launch, being careful on the stars, not wanting to pull a Carl and go right into the number 14. Platt getting right into him right there. You can see him just really close. Foster, it looks like he tapped the brakes trying to judge his distance, got a little too close there and didn't want to cause an accident. And 77 taking that high line, swinging up real fast though. The 14 should be okay to pass him. And there we go. That's the net code that we want to worry about. He's going to disappear and he can reappear anywhere. It looks like the 77 is going to go ahead and stay on that high line. He feels a little scared up there maybe. And he's going to go ahead and drop back to P4, P5, and work his way back on the pack. Now we have the Mobile 1 running in the front. Platt right behind him. Foster now in P4. We're in front of Austin Derbyshire. Derbyshire's been working his way up too. I was incorrect about him being a mid-pack. He's been working his way up with Foster too. So let's see where these guys go. It is all a close run out. These guys are 0.2 seconds. They can suck into each other. They're close enough to do that. They just got to cash in on a draft on one of the straights and they'll be good to go. Looks like Michael coming down low. Foster looks like he's getting ready to set up a turn. Let's go ahead and get into his cockpit and see what he's going to do. All right, Foster running the inside line on the Jack Daniels. Jack Daniels closing up, number 3, closing up on Platt. Let's see if he can make that pass right now. It's either going to happen on the setup. Number 3 diving in with some acceleration there, being careful on his front end. All right, this is it. Foster needs to suck up behind the 3 and get ready for that pass. Looks like he's pulling away. And he's going to stay on the high line. I can hear, looks like, yep, there you go. Campbell coming up on the inside. Boom. And sliding right in front of him. Yeah, I can hear him coming in for a pass. And there we go. Foster probably having a hard time keeping his tires to the ground right now. He can hear him screeching. He doesn't want to push it. He wants to play it safe. He's got plenty of time. He's got over 50, sorry, over 70 laps to go. Or under 70 laps to go. So he doesn't have to really sweat it. And there we go. 2 wide around the corner. Number 3 looking to make that pass around Platt. 24 pushing on the inside line, blocking off the 3. That is going to get real close to call, though. If the 3 decides to come up. Now, you want to be able to do that. You want to go ahead and take that guy's line away from him, preventing him from doing an apex or pretty much coming up on the turn and really relieving a lot of stress off those tires. When you can't dive or come back up on the track, you're putting more stress and more wear on those tires, and it's going to make it harder for you to come around those corners. Foster's probably in a better situation right now just because he's not having to duel these guys on the front end and go too wide around a corner. He's able to really make those turns the way he wants to and then come and set himself up for a faster pass. The 3 making a good solid move in front of Platt right there. Let's go ahead and back out a little bit and see what we have going on with that field. 24 making a move to pass Platt. Getting bold. Can he complete it? And there we go. Around the exit. And we're going to have a little bit of dooring right there. Nothing too bad. And there he is. 24 making the pass. Good job on Campbell right there, but it looks like Platt's going to come back with a vengeance. Not wanting to give that position up, he's going to go ahead and take the inside line, and he's going to dive deep. And still not able to hold it. He came in probably a little too hot. Now he's got to tap those brakes and let him go. He was trying to maybe make it past him so he could come back up, but he was not able to. Number 11 coming in for that pass on Platt. Let's go ahead and watch this. There he goes. 11 running that inside line, coming with some really, really fast speed right there. He just pretty much jumped 2 guys. He jumped Foster and Platt. Lining up that very well. There he goes. Coming in with another faster line, coming up behind Campbell. Let's see this from the cockpit. That is amazing. Oh, do you know what? The number 11 is 1 lap behind. I got excited for something I should not be excited for. He is making a good run, but he is not in the running for the top 3. He is actually in P15, but he is making up time like no other. If he was up in the top 3, I'd be afraid for everyone. 63 laps to go. 3rd stage. This is it. These guys need to be real careful on the tires. They'll probably burn them out in 20 laps, so their tires are already really well worn. Their back end's going to start to kick out on them. These guys need to be careful with that. And it's, you know, who's going to either caution or who's going to go in for a pit, or they're going to get a caution and be able to get away with that. But we'll find out right now. All right, we have the front pack holding solid. Looks like it's stretching out a little bit. Let's go ahead and follow it back, see what we can see. Oh, looks like we have some action back here between the 41 and I want to say Carl. Carl trying to eat up the field and get up there as fast as possible after taking out the 45. Bill following him, trying to just eat up as much field too. He's trying to do that quick drive-through on McDonald's. Let's see if he can get past the number 1. And you have it. Kevin Foster's mom is in the house, rooting him on. Kevin in P5 right now. He's got 2 guys in front of him, number 33, Jonathan Platt, and the 24, Michael Campbell. These guys are both tough competitors, but I think Foster is playing the smart game right now. He's staying a little bit back in the pack, just running nice, clean lines, not putting a lot of tire wear on his car, and that might put him in a better running when it comes to either. Oh, and we have a caution. Let's go ahead and see if we can find what happened right there. And now for the Carnage Report. All right, looks like we have the number 41 coming around the corner right now for this, and he just dives deep. Oh man, I do not know what happened. And then he comes up high and gets clipped. Oh, and that is not good. Oh, and then we have another one diving deep and taking him out. Looks like that was a 47, Austin. And he's upside down. He's out of there. So that's what happened. It's backache. Let's pull Bill in and see what happened. I'm really curious. All right, looks like Bill is in the pits. That is going to give everyone some fresh tires and a chance to really bring it home. But I'm really curious to see what happened with Bill. Hey, Bill, this is Booth. You copy?
I got you.
Hey, man, I'm probably, you're probably bummed out right now, but I just kind of want to get some feedback from you. Did your back end just kick out on you right there?
Yeah, I just got loose in the rear
Oh, man.
coming off and turned it down into the wall, and then I was just along for the ride.
Yeah.
For some crazy reason, and I have no clue why, but the 47 then decided to come down and run and door me wide open and put me on my roof.
Yeah, I think he did the same thing you did, to be honest. I think from what I saw, it looked like his rear end, if he wasn't coming in and hitting you on purpose, his rear end kicked out too, and he just tried to dive it down and had no control over it.
Yeah, it's possible.
Yeah, that has been a tough corner for everyone.
But it was weird.
Yeah, no,
But,
I saw it happen.
I told you we were going to change the tire strategy a little bit and back the corners up, and I did. And we were moving forward.
Yeah, you were up there.
Oh well.
Well, it's better luck next time. I know they don't have any fast repairs. Hopefully your car is still able to run. But that is a tough one, dude.
I think old Tweety Bird's had it today.
All right, man. Well, I hope you have a good evening, and go ahead and jump to the broadcast and watch if you want. I'm going to put you back in your group.
10-4,
you know what? I just forgot which one I pulled you from. Are you Joe Gibbs or Stuart Haas? Haas. Got it. Thank you. All right, there you have it. Bill having a rough time. His back end kicking out on him. That's I wouldn't really judge anything from that. That's been happening to a lot of people out there. So I don't know what to say. It's upsetting. He was doing really well. Him and Carr were making some headway, and I think he's maybe getting a little too aggressive out there, and his tires just left him, and that happens. And I'm pretty sure that happened to the number 47. That's my assumption. I wasn't in the pilot seat. I wasn't driving the car, so I don't know exactly what happened. But I'm pretty sure we'll find out by the end of the race if number 47 did the same thing, just lost his back end and took a dive. All right, let's go ahead and pull in Carl, making it back from the bottom. What is going on? He is one lap behind. He's getting his, he's getting his wave by. Take that back. We have number 3, Austin Derbyshire in first place. In P1, P2, we have Michael Campbell. And then P3 is going to be either John Blatt or Jeffrey Meyer. We'll see what happens. Terry Conda is up in the front with number 4, Kevin Foster. The one-handed wonder on the high side. We got the triple fours. Let's Well, let's pull in Kevin real fast and tell him his mom loves him. Hey, Kevin, it's Booth. You copy?
Who?
This is Booth.
What's up?
Hey, oh, sorry about that. I'll put you back. My bad. Guess we'll have to wait on that. All right, there we go. Number 3 taking for the run. 24 pulling out in front to P2. Platt and Jeffrey holding tight. Kevin just staying in the fight. Platt dropping behind. Terry swinging up on the high side. Terry's going to try and slide in. This is going to be a tight pinch between him and Paul in the number 9. Yep, that's going to go ahead and exile him to the outside right there. That's going to be tough on Terry. He's going to, definitely put a lot of wear on his car, especially for just 2 laps in after probably grabbing fresh tires. Kevin looking for that opening. You can see him fishing for it, and he's going to take it. There we go. Kevin making for the run. Can he pull it off? Kevin taking the inside line. He's going to then try and keep Platt up a high. And can he secure it? There we go. Platt tapping on those brakes, dropping back, and that's going to give it to Kevin. Terry going to go and capitalize on Platt dropping those brakes. Keep him up on the high side. Platt nowhere to go. Gonna have to run next to Paul. And new from the news, 24, Michael Campbell making to the front end. Did not catch that, but he is running up in the front pack now. This is his time to shine. Is he going to go for a second W this week? Taking a W in the core racing series, and then he's going to try and attempt to take a W in ASR. Let's see if he can pull it off. If he pulls off a double, I might have to take a shot for him, because that is amazing. That is a great comeback for this guy. Now to go back to the action, Terry making a move, taking over Platt. Might not be completely solid. Looks like Platt's got some speed on him. Let's see if he can get that position back. But Kevin charging forward. He wants Austin right now. He sees Austin right in front of him. Let's go ahead and jump into his cockpit so you can see what I'm talking about. He's got a couple hundred seconds in front of him, but he is sucking in on Austin. He wants to get past him. He wants to get up to that front pack and close in on Michael. Looks like Michael having some trouble dealing with the number 14 right behind him, trying not to let him pass. Let's go ahead and focus in on that right now. The 14 hugging him real tight behind number 24. Michael trying to play some defense right now. He does not want 14 to get ahead of him. He's got less than 50 laps to go. The tires are going to get worn. There we go. 14 sucking in, trying to get a draft. And then you're going to try and either swing out high or swing low. And he tapped on those brakes. Maybe he judged his entrance to that corner a little too soon. Michael going high. That might be it. The 14 might have him, might keep him pushed up there. And there he goes. Now Michael might be able to drop down low on him. Oh, getting inches away, but able to recover that. And the 14 taking it away. Campbell probably feeling the pressure, cracking a little bit under that pressure, but he's still right behind him. He's in the running for it. He can keep up with him. let's zoom out and check out the rest of the field. All right, looks like everyone else is spread out. Back the pack, really, it's going to be the number 9, or sorry, in P9 we have Jake Sylvia, and then a couple guys behind him. But this is all pretty much the front pack. You're talking about maybe a couple car lengths between every single one of them. These guys all have a chance to get up there and get into the running, so we'll see what happens. Kevin in 4th place, looking to get that 3rd from Derbyshire. Let's see if he can pull it off. Let's go and jump in his cockpit. Kevin still hugging him on the inside. Oh, sorry. Kevin hugging on the inside, getting close to Derbyshire. Inches away and making the pass. There he goes, making the run for it. You can hear Derbyshire on the right side still holding tight. Let's zoom out a little bit and see what we can see. And he is able to complete that pass. There we go. Kevin taking another position away, jumping into P3 and taking away from Derbyshire. And Jeffrey running away with the number 14, putting down a 0.7, and that's when he needs to really hold himself on the front. If there's a caution, that might give Campbell the chance to get back in front of him, but right now we're looking at Jeffrey being all alone in the front and running real tough. Now it's coming down to both Foster and Campbell. These guys are going to be dueling it out. Let's get a little closer and watch the action. Kevin looking for that inside line. Doesn't seem he's able to secure it right now. All right, looks like he's going to be setting up for a pass right now. And he's going to stay high a little bit. He's not going to wave too much. Looks like Michael was trying to play a little bit of defense, thinking that Kevin might be dropping in behind him. That costing him a lot of speed. You can see as Foster gets up into him. Now, Kevin has been driving really solid this whole night. His lane does not change much unless someone is in his way. Most of the time, he keeps driving the same line. It's nice and smooth, and that's what we want to see right now on these tracks. These guys have about 41 laps to go. They need to keep it smooth. They don't want to push their tires too hard. And when you're waving up and down like that, looks like Campbell having a hard time. You're putting too much wear and tear on those tires, and your back end will kick out on you coming around some of these corners, and that is going to be real dangerous. You can see right there, his kind of swerved in a little bit. Foster setting up the high line, and then he's going to dive. Let's see if he can complete that run. Campbell still playing some really good defense and holding that front pack. I really wonder what Foster's thinking right now. Maybe he feels like he just needs to hold on tight. Don't get too aggressive. He's in P3. He's got 40 laps to go. Anything can happen now right out there. All right, let's check in with the second pack right now. We have number 33, Jonathan Platt, 54, Jake Sylvia, and right behind him, we're supposed to have Paul Owens, but it looks like we have Eric Heater, who's a couple laps behind, trying to catch up to these guys. Eric Heater also being caught up in one of those accidents, and without the fast price, these guys are wearing some heavy damage. Well, let's go ahead and go back to the front of the pack. And Foster sealing that deal, getting up ahead of him, keeping it nice and smooth. This is what we want to see. Foster been driving really smooth this whole race. Getting close to 30 laps left. And that's what we want to see. Campbell having a really good run today, but his tires might be a little more ran out than everyone else. You can see him dropping back, and same thing with number 3. I think they both have some pretty worn tires. Foster been driving really smooth. As you can see, the number 24, he's kind of waving up and down a little bit. And then you're looking at Kevin Foster in the number 4, and he's holding solid. And that's really what you want to be doing right now. When it comes down to this endurance run, you don't really have tires to play around with. You're running real tight. You're waiting for someone to pit and going for some new tires. And he's just running it nice and smooth. He's just working with it. And hopefully, in the long run, you're going to come out on top because you're going to have a little more rubber on your tread than everyone else on the track. There you go, looking at that front left tire. Campbell looking for that pass. You can still hear those tires really wearing in right now. And he's going to go ahead and keep it back out there. And the number 3 going toe-to-toe with him. Too wide. .32 laps to go. Sorry, 32 laps to go. And there we go. Number 3 diving down low. Tapping the gas a little bit. That might be a bad call. Let's see what happens. Oh. Whoa, he's all over the place. Campbell backing off there. Does not want to be a part of that. I wouldn't either. I'd back off and just, you got 32 laps to go. No need to, fight over spilt milk right now. You can come back and take them, the next couple laps. Let's jump in with Kevin Foster and see what he's seeing. So Kevin needs to catch up. Right now, you're looking at number 14, Jeffrey Meyer, with a 1.4 second lead. That is a huge lead on this track. If he was at a 0.4, maybe a 0.2, I'd say it's doable. But with a 0.14, or sorry, a 1.4, a 1 second 0.4 lead on this guy, that's you're talking about a lot of ground to cover. He does have 30 laps to go. That is a lot of time. And right now it looks like Foster is making up some time on him, but then he's dropping it on some laps. So right now what he can really wish for, or what he wants to have happen, I'm assuming, is you want a caution to come out. You want someone to make a mistake, re-rack the pack, put you back up at the front guy so you can really take over him real fast. And hopefully that happens, for Foster's sake. But, now it just comes down to who can drive the best. All their tires are really worn in right now. Foster's probably experiencing the same thing. Once again, it just comes down to can he keep it up. The 14, I bet you, is probably running at the same time. He's probably really worn in too, so he might be able to make a mistake and kick out his back end. If he's not feeling any pressure, he might slow down a little bit. And these guys need to be careful coming around. Now they're coming to be lapping people. This is where it gets tough. Hopefully the people that they're going to be lapping are going to stay high and stay out of the way. But they could get in the way of these guys trying to make a pass or trying to make a move up the field. Oh, looks like Michael Campbell dropped in for some tires, doing that pit strategy. He's like, I got 30 laps to go. I can stop in, probably get 2, get 4 pair, and get back out there and make up that time. But we'll see what happens. Let's go ahead and back out a little bit. What a beautiful ceiling or roof to that building. As we pass over with the blimp. Foster still holding out some really clean lines. As you can see, the number 3 wants to catch up to him, but I don't think he's going to be able to. I think Foster's pulling away. And steadily pulling away too. All right, looks like Campbell's out of the pits. Hopefully his pit strategy pays off. Looks like number 3 is going to stop in for pits. For a pit. And this is where pit strategy comes in. These guys have, you know, they're getting towards the end of the last neck of those laps. You know the number 14 is running really low on tires. Foster's running low on tires too. This is a gamble, and I think he's rolling dice right now. He wants to stay in the race. He's hoping for a caution. He knows a lot of people have worn tires, and maybe someone in the backpack is going to... Oh, nope, he's going in for a pit. He does not want to risk it. Terry taking the opportunity. Hopefully there is no more cautions coming out, because that will give Foster the chance to get back up there, but he's pushing it and everyone else is pushing it too. You can check in with Jeffrey. You can see him right now. He's losing some speed. You have Paul Owen coming up behind him on the high side. Jeffrey's probably going to go in for that pit too. Yep, and there we go. Jeffrey making that pit move. Campbell back out in the field. P5 working his way up. His pit strategy might have paid off for him right now. Look at him go. Eating up that field. He's got 23 laps. And those tires last about 23 laps. About lap 20 to lap 15 is when they start to feel the real wear on those tires. And I think Campbell made a good judgment call on that. And by the time he stayed in, I'm pretty sure he grabbed a full set of 4. So he's got nothing to worry about. He's going to just ride it and take it as far as he can go. Terry Conn is going in for a pit. Was running in the front pack. Oh, looks like we have Paul taking into the back of number 77. And that is going to give Campbell what he does not want, if that's a caution. Waiting for the flag to come out. Not seeing it. A little curious about that. All right, guess we don't get a caution for rear-ending someone. He might have blinked in and get clipped. I don't know. That was real weird. But that's gonna give Campbell P1. We have Conda's in the pits. Campbell's gonna be P1. Right behind him we have Malachi Drake, the number. Or sorry, take that back. Jonathan Platt, number 33. And you can see them doing out right now. Let's back out a little bit. Foster eating up the field right behind Platt. Foster running in P3. We have Jonathan in P2. I don't remember seeing Jonathan pit. He might have grabbed that earlier. But let's see what happens here. I think this is where we're going to see most of the actions between Foster and Campbell. Now, both these guys are real tough competitors. Or, sorry, Foster and Platt. He's got 2 more to go. 20 laps on the clock. His tires are counting down on him. Now it's crunch time. You need to buckle in and you need to do some work. He's been riding a real smooth and keeping up with everyone and staying out of all those accidents and really keeping himself in the competitive front. And now it's time to take it away from everyone. Platt having to play some defense, holding that P2, but look, just Foster coming up on his high side. And there we go. Kevin able to finish off that move and get up there. Now, Kevin's got a lot of work to do. He's got Jeffrey, the number 14, ahead of him. And he's got a, whoa, looks like the 37 hitting that high wall and coming down low. That's what he's got. He's got to work through all the back end of the pack, and that's real tough. Campbell really leading the pack right now with 3.1 seconds in front of Jeffrey, and then Foster about 7 to 8 seconds behind him. Or sorry, 0.8 seconds behind Jeffrey. But Kevin knows what he has to do. He needs just to eye in on Jeffrey and just keep pushing. And that's what he's doing. You can see right now, Jeffrey's right in front of him. Kevin's coming up behind him. He is gaining time on him. Every single corner, you can see him pushing it a little closer. Jeffrey having a hard time making some passes. And that's really what's going to give Kevin the time he needs to really get up there and take P2. Now Kevin's got to get ready to make the pass. I believe that's around, let's zoom out a little bit so we can take a look. That's going to be around number 11. Number 11 staying on the inside, going to go out, give Kevin the opening that he needs. That's good on him. Kevin with a 1 second spacing, or close to a second spacing between Jeffrey and him. Let's see if he can hold tight. Jeffrey making some moves up the field, able to wiggle his way through that 2-car pack. Now it's up to Kevin to try and push through that. 13 laps to go. Let's go ahead and look at the rest of the field. All right, back to the action with Kevin. Kevin making his way up right now. Coming up behind number 9, Paul Owen. Paul, pull high for him. Let him pass. He's got to get up there. Kevin eating up the field. Now it's him and Jeffrey. And just Aaron Road that separate these guys. He's still within reach. Jeffrey pulling into Michael Campbell right now. Let's go ahead and go back to Jeffrey's car. Coming back almost from a 3-second gap and just honing in on Michael. I think that that car pileup made it real tough for Michael to get some passes, and that slowed him down. And this is Jeffrey's opportunity to really try and swing past him. All right, let's see what happens. 10 laps to go. Michael holding him tight, but you can see Jeffrey just coming in behind him. 0.1, probably going to be 0.04 or less than that coming up. And there he goes, going for the pass, taking on the inside line. Michael not able to drop down and get some speed. And that's going to be a Jeffrey taking away that front end. Jeffrey having a good run last time, being able to, to maintain that front end, and it looks like Michael is having a hard time. He's going to get away from him. Jeffrey Meyer was running for P1 for a while. He was able to hold it for a solid, think 20 plus laps, and definitely put some time between these guys. So this is, you know, this is make it or break it time. Michael needs to really get on those tires and not let him get past him. You know, you got to kind of do what he did last race. Put that tape over the caution light and just ignore it and see what happens. Checking in with Foster right now. Foster gaining time on Michael. Let's see if he can reel these guys in. He does have a lot of distance to make up, close to a little over 2 seconds, but that's doable. He can do it. He just needs to really focus on his lines and make sure he's pulling in the right amount of speed. And there we go, Jeffrey doing what he does the past couple laps, and you know, after stage 2, he's pulling away. We're over half a second pull. He's getting close to a set. He'll be pulling a second, probably another lap or two. This guy's been gaining 1/100th of a second on him, real fast. Let's go ahead and walk ourselves back behind the pack and take a look at everyone. We have Kevin Foster running P3, Jonathan Platt in P4, Austin Derbyshire in P5, Terry Condas in P6, right behind him Jake Sylvia, Malika Drake, Paul Owens running with another pack right here. We have Carl Handwerk right behind him. Carl running some heavy damage on his car right now. Same thing with the number 45. Those two were in it together. We have Casey Drake. 5 laps to go. Let's get back up to the pack. And there you have it. Meyer running for it. Campbell and Foster right behind him. He's gonna hit that 4. Oh, we have a caution. Let's see what happened. That's gonna make things real interesting. All right, back to the caution report. Hold on tight. And this is going to be your carnage report. All right, here we have it. Terry Condas coming on the outside. He's going to be involved in this accident. And clipping on the inside right there. Pushing Paul low. Let's get a little closer. Condas coming in sideways, losing his back end. Not able to keep it straight. Oh, no, coming up high, hitting the 45. And then coming back low. And spinning around right there. Oh, man, 45 is not having a good run today. He is being caught up in every accident. Once again, for tuning in for the Carnage Report. All right, looks like we just had another person peel off. I want to say Platt just peeled off right out of that exit. Kevin Foster, P1, coming out of the pits. That's what you want to see. These guys are going to be running it down for the last 2 laps. This is going to be a hell of a battle. Not to put any pressure on you, Kevin, but your mom's watching, and she's about to see you pulling a checkered. If you hold tight, let's see what happens. All right. Just gotta wait for that our last lap where they give those guys the wave by, and then we'll be clear for number 4 and 24 to pull up to the front. Let's go ahead and go through the cars real fast. We have Kevin Foster in P1 and the number 4, beautifully red, white, and blue car. We have number 24, Michael Campbell, running that super cheap auto car. Jeffrey Meyer at number 14, running right behind him. Austin Derbyshire at number 3, and the Jack Daniels. And we have the Mean Machine, McDonald's Eating Machine, number 1, Malachi Drake. And right behind him, we have the Sim Motorsports, 54, Jake Sylvia, 33, going in for a pit, the Richmond. Looks like water heating experts. You got a leak, they'll fix it. And here we go, the pack's building up. Tension's going to be real high right now. These guys should have a 2-lap shootout, but we shall see what happens. They all got fresh tires. They're all ready to go. This is gonna be real fast. Hopefully their tires are nice and warmed up. They won't be pulling a Carl and turning sideways into number 45. But you know, it should happen. So let's see what goes on. You know, Campbell might want to actually stay back a little bit. All right, here we go. Green flag's gonna be coming out. Foster timing his acceleration. There we go. 14 pushing on the inside. Campbell having a hard time trying to keep up with them. They're gonna be going neck and neck around the corner. Campbell really needs to get in there. He's going to try and squeeze between the number 3. Looks like he's going to go ahead and back off and let the 24 in. 14 going sideways. 14's out of the race. This is between number 24. 14 able to recover. 24 having a hard time trying to recover himself there. He's going to go ahead and start falling behind. Kevin Foster all by his lonesome in the front. And that should give it to him. That is real tough. Let's just follow him home. 1 lap to go. Final lap, Kevin by himself, half a second lead. Austin trying to catch up to him, but no way you're going to get him right now. Unless Kevin makes a mistake coming around one of these corners and pushes a little too hard, there is no way you're going to catch this guy. He is home free. He can taste that checkered. And coming around to the finishing stretch, there we have it. Kevin Foster with the win! Woohoo! Yeah, number 4, bringing it home. There you have it, folks. Kevin Foster coming home with a well-calculated race and bringing home the checker. That's what you want to see out tonight. All right, our positions for tonight. Our results for tonight: Kevin Foster in first, Austin Derbyshire in second, and Michael Campbell in third, and the rest is history. Let's see if he's going to do any fun burnouts. Looks like the 54 is going to hit him in the back. Send it home, Kevin. All right, let's start bringing people in for their interviews tonight. Let's start off with Michael Campbell, number 24. Hey, Michael, this is Booth. You copy? You there? Oh, picking up your mic. Hey, man. P3. That is a rough one.
What else can I say?
Hey, you still pulled in a pole position. I'd be happy with it. I saw you go a little bit sideways there. You did a good job recovering it.
It was either smash into him and
Yeah, there's nothing you could do. He was getting too aggressive, but hey, you pulled in a P3. You know, you got ahead of him, and that's what matters. But good run all throughout today. I really thought you were going to be in P1. That calculated that pit you took, it had you up there, and you know
I couldn't have pitted any more perfect on that one stop.
it was beautiful. I was like, oh, he's going in for a pit, and it's about 40 laps till, and boom, he's got it.
Good win to Kevin. I mean, he's one of my favorite people to race with. It just that stings a little.
It does.
I should have been better on pit road exiting on that final stop, but nothing else I can really say. I finished the race, so
Yeah.
the DNF streak is over.
Yeah, you did what you could do, dude. I'd be happy with third place.
Overall, as they say, it was a good points day. I got stage points every stage.
Exactly.
I led some laps. I cannot complain. It's the racer in me. I'm a former champion of this league. So the former champion should be out there winning races, and the champion should be coming up short. So
hey,
that's
man,
going to bother me for a few days now.
Luck of the draw, but you did what you could out there. That's all that matters.
Much appreciated. Thank you.
Is there anyone you'd like to thank for the race?
No, thanks. Always thank you for your broadcast. Great work. Appreciate you sharing what we're doing out here on the track with everybody.
Thanks, man, and thank you for coming out there and throwing down some times. And
no problem.
We'll see you next race.
Sounds good. Thank you so much for all you do.
You got it. Thank you, man. All right, let's pull in our next one, Austin, Derbyshire. And let's see if we can find him. I don't really see him on the list. Oh, there he is. Hey, Austin, this is Booth. You copy?
Yeah.
Hey, man, solid run today. You've been staying with the front pack, and you're pulling it off.
Yeah, it was definitely a long race, that's for sure. I felt like I had a really good car. I just waited. I tried to stay back as well as I could until about the second half, and then I figured that was about the time to actually put the pedal down and move my way up. I got really lucky though at the finish there. I was able to move and plant second.
Yeah, you got lucky there, but that's what pays off when you're in that right behind the front pack. If someone makes a mistake, it's a solid win for you pretty much.
Yeah, well, especially with the change in having a fast repair, you have to just keep your car clean, especially in long races like this. You can't be driving on the first 30 laps. It's like it's the end of the race, like half the field did today.
Yeah, and we saw that last race where these guys pretty much each time there was a caution, they came back out and they're stomping on that pedal, driving like they're on the finishing stretch. And it was a little rougher today. These guys were having their back end kick out. Were you experiencing that at all? I didn't really see you lose your back end too much. It looks like everyone else was having that problem, but you were keeping it solid.
Honestly, I live for a loose car, so when it's coming out ass end like that out of the turn, I'm at home.
Yeah, it looked like you were really comfortable. A lot of other people, you saw them their back end kick out and they quick readjust, but that dropped them behind a couple positions after that.
Yeah, if you start to feel your ass end coming out, honestly, you can actually get a much faster run than if it wasn't. So you just gotta know where to keep it in the happy medium.
There you go. Austin said it. You can go faster when you're running loose. Well, good job out there, man. Is there anyone you'd like to thank for the race?
Well, just everybody at One Sim, definitely helping me become a better driver. That would be me, Platt, Manning, Justin Levine. Different teams here, but we are a team all together.
Definitely. Well, you guys are all really good drivers, so it shows out there.
Thank you.
All right, man.
Thank you for the broadcast.
Thank you, and I hope you have a good evening, and I'll see you next race.
You as well.
All right, time to bring in the one, the only, number 4, Kevin Foster. Hopefully he's not in a discussion right now. We're going to go ahead and pull him out. Hey, Kevin, this is Booth. You copy?
Yes, sir.
So, I see you didn't take first place. You're running in last the whole way through. You had a rough finish. How do you feel about it?
You know, it is what it is, you know. Being first or last. I'm last.
Dude, that was an amazing run. Probably one of the most solid, just working up the field, keeping it nice and smooth. I saw everyone else having a little bit more trouble, and looks like you had a lot of handle on your car compared to everyone else driving out there, and I think it paid off.
I think it paid off, you know. Fortunately, unfortunately, my teammate did not get the win. Jeffrey deserved that win. He had the lead on the 20 car.
Yeah.
Caution came out. Fortunately, you know, pit stop. I was able to take the lead, and I don't know if I even lifted on those last 2 laps. It was crazy.
Yeah, it was nuts. You guys were just launching for it, and you ran away. He went sideways, and you were gone.
I was gone. I mean, it sucks that, you know, we couldn't finish, you know, closer. But, hey, you know what? It's my first win in some time, and
You deserve it.
I just want to say, you know, I thank my teammates for giving me the support. You know, I want to thank my beautiful wife downstairs. I know she's watching.
You
And,
also
man,
have your mom watching. She's been rooting you on the whole race.
Mama,
Yep.
that one's for you as well. And, man, it was it was exhilarating, and man, I'm so grateful, and thank you for putting it on, and man, I am wore out. I'm out of breath.
Yeah, dude.
Heart rate's to the roof. It's
Get off the wheel,
fantastic.
go give your wife a hug, drink a beer, and celebrate. Good job, man.
All right. Thank you. See you guys next week.
I hope you have a good night.
Bye, buddy. Bye.
Later. And there you have it. Foster bringing it home with his mama's love and the love of his wife. He's going to go celebrate, and I'd be celebrating too. That was an intense race for him, and he pulled it off. Great job, Kevin Foster. Great job to everyone out there that pulled through with the win, or sorry, with the pole win. You know, it was rough. You could saw a lot of guys make some mistakes, especially come out some of those straights, and you know it happens. So you got to capitalize on other people's mistakes and really pull it off. And you know, Foster did that. I hope everyone has a good night. Please don't forget to like and subscribe for some more action. We will be following up. Actually, next week I will have off. I've been working quite a bit, and I need a vacation, so I will not be there next week. But the following week I will be streaming live. Hopefully we'll get someone to sub for me to give you guys the racing action. I hope everyone has a good evening, and I hope everyone has a good day tomorrow too. Good night, everyone.